Thank you for your time. The IGAD Head of Mission of Kenya, Dr.
Ahmed Mohamed. Anthem. Naomba tusimame nyote kwa wimbo wa taifa.
I would like you to receive warm greetings from His Excellency Dr. Warkane Gebeyehu, the IGAD Executive Secretary, who could not be with us today here. The Intergovernmental Authority on Development conveys its compliment to the national government of Kenya, the county government of Wajir, and the people of Wajir, who constitute a big proportion of the IGAD cross-border population. Excellencies, I am truly honored and indeed glad to attend this special occasion to support the vulnerable population in our region to mitigate the impact of the extended drought which has ravaged our region. Here in Kenya, the prolonged drought, as alluded to by our speakers, has affected immensely the arid and the semi-arid lands, and Wajir is one of them, and it falls under that category. The ASALs, or the arid and the semi-arid lands, counties of Kenya have experienced unprecedented challenges due to the persistent and prolonged drought for the past years, of course, with the failed rains, and part of the region has so far recorded failure of 5 consecutive seasons receiving below average rainfall, and with the current one being unlikely as forecasted in our Center of Excellency and in the Climate Prediction Program, and that we anticipate, of course, we pray that this does not happen, that the rains would underperform. The recent failed rains and subsequent drought in our region has left our people more vulnerable than ever before by depleting our livestock, hence destroying the main source of livelihood. This has further been exacerbated by the COVID-19 pandemic, which had severely impacted on our economy. According to the statistics, the national statistics, and particularly from NDMA, livestock mortality among sheep and among cattle and sheep is between 15 and 20% respectively, and on goats and camel are 7 to 13% respectively in Wajir County. This for sure is a significant depletion of our community's asset. This have caused a devastating impact over this region. It has led to severe water and pasture shortage and a high number of livestock and wildlife death, and crops and livestock production has been significantly reduced, leading to increased food insecurity in our arid and semi-arid counties. As a result, distinguished members of the community and the county government, the prolonged drought predominantly affecting the pastoral and the agro-pastoral community have lost their means of livelihood and asset. This has led to displacement and multitude of people moving across, and particularly, of course, part of my family comes from Wajir that has moved to other part of the country, and we are glad that there has been a very good reception from the other counties or the receiving counties of this group. Even before the Wajir County recovers from this impact of drought, they are again faced with flash floods, destroying infrastructure, leading to further loss. And I think we've had a discussion with Her Excellency, the Deputy Governor, and there is need to address this. The witnessed death of animals, distinguished community members and delegates at the high table, on the massive scale and condition of the living ones prior to the recent rains means that it will take some time before we return to the pre-drought level, before we go back to where we are in terms of regaining the conditions of our animals, and particularly even the numbers. Excellencies, distinguished members present, and the communities, IGAD will continue to support the National Drought Management-led Ending Drought Emergencies, which is a national plan whose aim is to streamline coordination of the effort between the different actors in responding to emergencies in our country. This and many other initiatives supported by IGAD institutions in conjunction with other member states, national agencies, of course the equivalent of NDMA in other countries, should go a long way in ensuring that we prepare ourselves as a country, as a county, but also as a region accordingly.
Mimi naitwa Gumo Karuku ambaye ni County Commissioner wa Wajir. Tuko hapa siku ya leo kuhudhuria sherehe ambapo IGAD wametunuku watu ya Wajir ambaye hawajiwezi na chakula. Na Bwana Deputy Governor, na kuhakikisha kwamba tumeweza angalia nani katika jamii anahitaji msaada kabisa, because watu wengi wameathirika, watu wengi wanahitaji msaada, lakini katika jamii nani ameathirika zaidi? Hawa unaona hapa, tuseme kama ni wale wasiojiweza, tumepitia shirika lao wakatueleza katika wale wasiojiweza nani wameathirika kabisa. Kama ni wale watoto hawana wazazi, tumeweza kufanya kazi na ile ofisi na husika. Kama ni wale wako na maugonjwa, tumeweza kufanya kazi na wizara yako ya serikali yako ya afya, na tumeweza kujua nani wanaenda kwa hospitali kulingana sababu wako na maugonjwa fulani. Hao ndio wataweza kufaidika kwa leo. Na katika kila familia wataweza kupata furushi la kadri kilo 20 ya chakula, ambapo tuna kadiri wanaweza kutumia hiyo chakula kwa wakati wa mwezi mzima. Pia tuna mashirika mengine katika kaunti yetu ambaye wamesaidia, manake si lengo la watu ya Wajir kupewa chakula ya msaada. La maana ingekuwa wao wenyewe waweze kujimudu, lakini kwa sababu ya madhara ya mazingira, tumekosa mvua. There's nothing else we can do.
I am Abdullahi Halake, working for NDMA Wajir. Today we had food distribution courtesy of IGAD, and this was a partnership between IGAD and NDMA was implementing the activity, and we also conducted the targeting of the beneficiaries, whereby we targeted the most vulnerable members of the communities. The main beneficiaries here are families with vulnerable children, and also people living with chronic illnesses. Specifically, we are looking at people with chronic illness like tuberculosis, HIV/AIDS, and also people with chronic illness like tuberculosis. These family members are chosen through specific organizations and also government departments. Family members with malnourished children are targeted through malnutrition clinics, children who are coming for treatment for malnutrition as a result of the drought which was ongoing. We are thankful enough that this is coming at the right time. Despite having the rains, the family members are still having problems of food shortage, and this will go in the right way of helping the community members. So the community members who are still recovering from the drought will now have some benefit, because despite the rains, the foods are yet to grow, animals are yet to produce the milk. So that is basically we are so thankful for the county government and the IGAD and the national government.
Kenya Defence Forces retirees. We today participated in the distribution of relief food for this disadvantaged population. Ours was purely on voluntary. We were supporting the distribution, the KDF veterans. Otherwise, we are ready to support the community wherever we are needed. On this part of drought management, the KDF retirees are very much ready to even engage themselves in terms of farming, so that we support in the production of food relief.